Yes, that's right, infidels. You found us here, channelattitude.com, Hamin Media Group, where you get the most real talk, the best reviews of all your favorite wrestling shows from AEW and WWE, Impact, and more, because we're going to break it all down with the best staff in professional wrestling at HMG. So you don't need to go anywhere else, because there's no 5 stars here. There's only $5 face slaps, infidel. Allahu Akbar! So sign up today, channelattitude.com, Hamin Media Group, and join the Hamin Army for the most real talk in professional wrestling. YOLO!
The PWC Network. What the world is watching and listening to.
Hello, I'm Homeboy Shivani, and now the PWC, the Pro Wrestling Coalition, is on the air for the most exciting 2 hours of professional wrestling podcasting in the world. We're gonna put butts in seats and ears to the streets. And now, here are your hosts, Jimmy T and Christopher Ambs.
Yeah. Hot good at 90s on the board.
That nigga with the heat that'll bury us.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yo! All right, hello everybody, and welcome to your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast about AEW Dynamite. Yes, folks, welcome to the Wednesday Night Skirmish, brought to you by the PWC Network. Who the hell is the PWC Network? Well, first of all, let's start with me, because I'm the one talking to start with. My name is Christopher Ambs. That's AMBS, like lambs with no L or bullshit first thing in the morning. Don't worry, if you ever forget how to spell my name, I'll just remind you at the beginning of every show. Joining me is my usually unusual co-host with the most from the Port Phillip Coast. His audio stylings are tried and true. Just don't ask him any facts about the fucking kangaroo. Jimmy T of the PWC. Jimmy, how the hell are you, mate?
That's good. Funny you bring up about asking me facts about kangaroos. Funny enough, I was just on the Homeboy 88 experience, right? Just like the Joe Rogan experience, just not quite. And he was asking me questions about the kangaroos.
Oh, well.
So there you go. So you can ask me questions about the kangaroos. But yeah, I'm back. I'm happy to be back on the Skirmish.
That's right. That's right.
Blood and Guts edition.
The blood,
blood and bullshit.
It was blood and bullshit, brother. It's, in the Game of Thrones, all the different families in Game of Thrones have like their words, right? Like their mottos, basically. And the one from House Targaryen is blood and fire. And I just thought, oh, it's blood and guts. And then it was just blood and bullshit. So there's all kinds of shit in that last match, and we'll fucking get to it. But oh my god, I just had an argument too with I just had an argument on Twitter with Track. Many of our listeners will know who Track Brown is. Shout outs to Track Brown and everybody over on the PW Hustle. We love you guys.
What up?
Track was saying, oh, maybe they just wanted tables in the match. I'm like, Track, that fucking match was garbage. And he was just like, no, man, it was great. I don't know. I can't. I just can't with some people. I love you, Track, but fuck.
You know what, man? You know, it's been long overdue since we've had him on the show. We should fucking combat him one day about his beliefs on certain pro wrestling stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to have him on. I'd love to have him on to talk about this fucking garbage. Maybe the next time there's a Blood and Guts, we'll ask Track to join us, and I can roast him over the fires about it.
Well, but we love you, Track, man. But it's a long time coming. But shout outs to the Hustleites.
Yeah, shout outs to the Hustleites and everybody over there. Again, we love you.
Absolutely.
Jimmy, the collision numbers are still shitty. Well, why?
Whoa. What was the numbers, actually?
It was 5-something again. 570, I want to say. So, I mean,
Shit.
Not as bad, right? But it's not great either. Like, that...
Shit, man. That's not good, Chris, man, because the damn show is fucking damn good, man. And we can't... I mean, can we seriously use the excuse of Saturday nights, dude? I just don't buy it.
I don't think that you can. Again, I think that the way that the guys from the Elite responded to Punk coming back basically poisoned the well for a big chunk of the AEW audience. And I think that for anybody who's a wrestling fan but who doesn't watch AEW, they just hear AEW and go, nope. Not doing it. You know, like the hardcore WWE marks. I don't think it would matter if John Cena showed up. You know, it's like they don't care if it's AEW. The answer is no.
I agree. Actually, I was saying that to Jeff too. I was saying actually to him before. Okay, at this point, I feel like it doesn't matter who the fuck you have on in AEW. If it was Cena, heck, it could be Stone Cold, The Rock. Maybe they'll break $1 million for someone like that, right? But not much fucking more.
I think they do $1.5 million with one of those guys.
Pops.
Really, and
that's great.
And for 1 week, I'm saying, for 1 week, they would top $1.5 million, and then after that, it would nosedive again.
But what is it? The tribalism, Chris? That's the thing. Is it the tribalism? Is it the toxicity of the professional wrestling fan base of 2023 with your WWE tards and your AEW mark tards? I mean, is it come down to that, man? Why can't we all just be fans of pro wrestling?
I don't even think it's a tribalism within the wrestling community. I think all of Western society right now is like really, really like factioning off. Like in general, I feel like that's the mood. I feel like there's a lot of I feel like, and I mean, listen, I'm not like a clinical psychologist or anything, but like,
all right.
I honestly feel like because less and less people are going to church, more and more people are giving their allegiance and really, really strongly to things that normally would just be like a fun thing to do. You know what I mean? Like people are almost turning AEW into their religion, or they've turned the bloodline into their religion, and it's like everybody's getting really heated about stuff, and it's like, you can just try to watch wrestling and say what you like and what you don't like. Like, it's possible,
right? We're people that consider ourselves professional wrestling fans, not AEW this or WWE that. You know what I mean? Come on, it's immature. Grow up. Come on, man. Just be fans of professional wrestling and be glad you've got all this shit, whether it's right or wrong. You know what I mean?
That's right, man. And listen, if you're gonna pick one 3-letter combination to have as your religion, don't let it be AEW, don't let it be WWE, let it be the PWC, because we'll always love you and take care of you.
Absolutely. So. Make sure it is the PWC, because we give just as much love as what you give to us.
That's right. Your only true path to salvation is through membership in the PWC.
Yeah. And in this case, you can become a Skirmite. Hey.
A skirmite. I like that.
Shout outs to Chabelo Veracruz. He was the one that came up with that. I started laughing.
Oh, what's
To
up,
my
Mello?
skirmites out there. He made me laugh.
All right, I want to say hi to a couple of people from the chat.
Yes.
Chris Winland is in there, so hello, Chris Winland.
Shalom.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight one of his comments here, and we'll read it. So it says, "So you think Pac will return to TV, or will he disappear for 6 months?" Good fucking question. Any updates on Thunder Rosa? She's injured. What's Miro up to lately? I don't know, and I'm not worried about it. A lot of people are going, "Oh, where's Miro? Miro's gone again." You know what? I mean, we've had 4 fucking episodes of Collision, and I think he's been on 3. Right? Like, everybody simmer, calm down.
On Collision? He's only had one match on Collision, though.
Only one match, but he's been a part of the show, right? They've run videos
2 weeks.
and stuff like that.
He's been on 2 out of the last 4.
Yeah.
Which is not that good, though, considering the way they're promoting, he's going to be around all the time. And there's got to be something a lot more going on. And is it your birthday today, Chris Whelan? And if it is, happy birthday, my friend. Fuck, man. I'm glad we can celebrate with you, dude. So it's a big 4-5, huh? I'm not looking forward to me getting there, man. But I'm not too far behind. I'm 40, unfortunately.
Old man. Old man. We've also got some Facebook users in the house. We've got Homeboy88.
Oh, is that Humberto?
Humberto88.
Yeah.
What's up, brothers?
What's up?
My boy? We love you. Facebook user has a pretty interesting comment here. Blood and Guts is basically an indie version of War Games. So I was when the fucking main event was coming up, I was thinking to myself, I really don't know what the fucking rules are to Blood and Guts, because I don't know if I even fucking watched last year. So I was like, what is this fucking matchup? And then I saw the rules and I was like, oh, it's War Games. It's War Games.
War Games, right? In a weird way, sort of. Doesn't War Games sort of start with everyone in the ring per se? If I remember,
no,
it doesn't, right? No, but they're on the outside usually, or some shit, aren't they?
They're usually standing on the outside. They have like a place for them all to stand and wait until the pod opens up, and then people run it. Triple H is obsessed with pods for some reason.
I wonder why.
He might be a pod person himself.
I wonder where he used to take Steph, huh? In the pods.
He used to take her to Pod Town.
Pod Town. Right there.
Pod Town. Just left Pod Town. I'm not doing that fucking song. Fuck that song.
Oh man, but anyway. And I forgot to mention with Chris Whelan, as far as Pac goes, that's a good question, because don't be surprised if he's gone for another 6 months. No reason for him to be back.
Honestly.
So
I know he's getting the title match against Cesaro in ROH, right? That's basically how they're building it, is the finish to this match. So
how dumb. So you go from AEW, right? The pinnacle of that side of things, and where's the climax? Ring of Horror.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, man. It's Ring of Horror right now, dude.
Ring of Whores.
All that too. Ring of Whores, Ring of Horses, Ring of Harriets. I mean, I don't know, man. Ring of Halva. It could be anything.
Ring of
Ring of Honor, that's for sure, Chris.
I don't know.
It could be Ring of Halal. Yeah.
Yeah, Ring of Halal.
Blessed. They need to be blessed, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they all do kind of need to be blessed in order to get any.
Maybe that's what Blood and Guts is. Like halal's supposed to be blessed.
Oh, yeah.
You chop. You know what I mean? You drain the blood.
Could be
Blood and Guts.
Could be.
And then you get Ring of Honor, the climax between Pac
I honestly
and
think
Castagnoli.
I honestly think that if you liked the main event on this episode, you probably would really love to just watch an animal get butchered. You'd probably just be there with your soda or whatever, and you'd just be like,
shit.
And you'd just be like, wow, this is fun. I like watching things get butchered.
Wow. What up there?
Hi guys. Fuck.
Oh shit! We're already off to a fly. I mean, let's be honest. Tell me what was so good about that. Tell me if he's telling lies. I mean, seriously. Tell me if he's telling lies.
Also, on that line, I don't like that line. I wish he would say, "Stop me when I'm telling lies." That's better.
Did you hear McGuinness last week on Collision say, "Tell me if I'm telling lies, Ian"? He actually said it too, and I'm like, "God damn you, Nigel!"
Great, good job, Nige.
Nige.
Did you know that my parents almost called me Nigel? I'm really glad they didn't.
You and Nigel, oh, that'd be weird.
Yeah,
be like, "G'day, Nigel."
It was actually that my mom was like literally, this was the conversation, right? Because my grandparents are from Ireland. My mom was like, "Oh, I really like Nigel. I think I might name him Nigel." And my grandpa was like, "You're not naming my fucking grandchild Nigel."
Oh, good call. Senior Ambs. Nigel, that's a bad name, bro.
It's just not a good name.
It's just not a good name, man. Nigel. I mean, yuck.
Yeah.
That's like calling yourself fucking. I don't know. I can't even think of it, but because Nigel's just that bad. So, no to Nige.
Yeah, this is kind of funny. I'm not. Media M5 says, could have called you Nige Ambs for short. I'm sure that's
I wonder
not
what
how
you really mean.
Pronounce that, but shout out to Media.
Smart though, smart.
Yeah.
Very smart. Very smart, Mikey. I see what you did there.
Very, very smart. All right. You know what wasn't smart, Jimmy?
What's that?
What isn't smart is opening your show with a video of Jack Perry who's burying his boots in the desert, and then getting into a limo, and then showing up in Boston. What was this?
You know how you just done that face and you had the soda in your hand? Yeah, that face. That's what I was doing watching this. And not for positive reasons. Literally, I was just like...
Why?
What was that all about? Why did they even need to go there? Like, why did that...
I feel like somebody in the writer's room was like, yeah, so I don't really... Jack, what do you guys think about Jack? Well, what do we know about Jack? Well, Jack's dad was in the movies. Oh, cool. We could do like a major cinematic thing where Jack buries his old fun boots in the desert because they're fun, but he's not fun anymore, and he's gonna be real serious. And also, he's gonna dress like every other fucking heel that we have in full length leather pants. Like fuck.
Even Bryan Danielson doesn't approve. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, this was weird. I mean, was he like conjuring up his dad from 90210? Was he like Dylan all over again?
It looked like Dylanito.
Dylanito. It's like a little homie version, just a little fucking Dylanito, a less cool version because his dad was much more cooler than his own son, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. But whatever that was, it sucked. It done nothing for him. It done nothing for me. It done nothing for Chris. I'm sure it done nothing for anybody. And
he comes out to Beethoven now too. He comes out to
that
Beethoven.
Was weird, bro. How does that even make sense? Can you actually explain that to me? What does that mean?
I guess he just, somebody there is finally listening, and they're like, "Oh, you know what? People like to sing along with the themed music, even if they don't like the guy who's coming out." So, of course, they didn't want to play "Whoa," because they were afraid that somebody was going to cheer along. So,
well, there's only one conclusion then, Chris. You know what that is? He's a man, I guess. Such a man. Such a man, that Jack Perry.
Anyway,
I mean,
he comes out dressed in all leather, and he gets booed from the crowd. Hook makes his entrance. Taz loves him because he's his kid, and yeah. Anyway, they go to break right away before the match starts, basically. Back from break, Perry is trying to do like a German suplex off the apron to the outside of the ring, except that he can't get it, so it just looks like he's humping Hook on the outside. Like he keeps like thrusting really hard against Hook's backside to try to get him up for the German, and it just looked well.
It looks pretty poofy, right? In other words, I mean, it looked kind of poof, very poofed up. First of all, who in their right mind thought this would be a good match for either one of these two? I mean, Jungle Boy to me is still very green, man.
Yep.
And Hook is green.
Together a match. Yeah.
So why put him against Hook?
How to put together a match? So, like, who's leading this fucking match on television?
And no less for a bout that doesn't even exist, supposedly, in this AEW cosmos, shall I say. I mean, so now he becomes FTW champion. Is that what it is? For the Wankers? Is that what the belt stands for?
For the Wankers, yeah. So At one point here, Perry does the mule kick to the balls, follows it up by the back of the head elbow for a 2 count. There's ref nonsense, and then Perry hits him with the title, and that's the finish. He's the new FTW champion. I mean,
damn.
Who gives a shit? First of all, the fucking title doesn't mean anything. They even talk about how it's a what did they say? It's an outlaw title. Like, you get that outlaw is not a good thing in wrestling, right?
And it goes against. It's basically like a conspiracy theory bout that goes against authority.
So how is this how was Hook, first of all, against the authority? Why? And if you're so against the authority, what the fuck do you want a belt for anyway?
I have no idea, bro. I really don't have an idea. I mean, so now I'm assuming we're gonna have a blood feud between Perry and Hook. Is that what's happening? Cool. So, and let me guess, right? I mean, it's pretty easy to come up with the conclusion that Hook will get the blow off, right? Eventually.
I mean, will he? I really don't think.
I have no idea. You think?
Man, honestly, I don't think either one of these guys is a good professional wrestler. I think that they both need to be told, hey, listen, we need you to go down to Georgia and find some shitty fucking Atlanta-based thing and just go there for a year before you come back. Figure out how to work, and then come back when you've figured it out, both of you guys. Right? Or you send them to wherever, like, I know there's no Ohio Valley Wrestling anymore or whatever, but like, send them somewhere like that, right? And if you can't, send them to fucking Germany or England and just tell them, learn how to work, then come back. But that's
okay. Chris, I'll just send them to Ring of Honor.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Nobody's learning anything in Ring of Honor right now.
I mean, seriously. No, this is sad, dude. It's sad because the thing is, I'm a fan of Hook, as most people know. I like Hook, dude. I mean, he still does a pretty fucking cool fucking suplex, at least. Better than fucking Jungle Perry, whatever the fuck he is now. I mean, but in saying that, they're both green as shit. Both shouldn't be in a match where one needs to lead the other because it's like two headless chooks, man. And if you don't know what a chook is, I'm talking chickens. All right?
It's a chicken.
Chickens. Two chickens with no heads.
Unlike what people might expect after Jimmy coming up with a word that we've never heard before, no, it's chook. Not a racial epithet to anyone.
Oh, my God.
It means chicken.
Anyway. Literally, chooks, bro. That's what we call chickens, like, for short. Two headless chooks. That's what this was. And it does nothing because it doesn't build Jungle Boy. This is not going to build him up. And it's not doing nothing for Hook anyway. Wrong matchup, wrong booking. I just don't understand. Like Medium 5 says in the chat, video game morons.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Anyway, yeah. Alex Marvez is next up. He's backstage and he says, "Everybody, follow me. I'm trying to get the scoop on what's going on with Chris Jericho and Don Callis." And then he shows a quick video of the two of them eating, and then they tell him to fuck off, and he fucks off.
As he should. Seriously, he's a fucking dork, bro.
It's great.
Like full dork. And these two, what the hell, man? What's the point of this? I mean, really? It's so dumb, dude. Like,
why does anybody give a shit if Chris Jericho joins Don Callis? Why do I care?
This is what he does. This is what he does anyway. He just refreshes the same group with a different name.
Yeah, but like...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but honestly, Jimmy, like, why do I care?
Why do I stay high? You know, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Just saying. Same thing.
Anyway, it's fucking stupid. Anyway.
Why should we care? Why should I? Yeah, why? I don't care. You don't care. I'm sure no one cares. Why would anyone care? Like,
right.
Care factor zero. And... We don't care.
All right. So anyway, next up, we've got Cole and MJF. They're standing outside a Chinese restaurant in Boston. This was funny as fuck. I don't care. Like, I don't care what anybody has to say about this. This was fucking funny. Okay. These two are actually really, really, like, these guys have chemistry. If you want to know what on-screen chemistry looks like, it looks like Adam Cole and MJF. They are really good together. MJF is not happy because it's a Chinese restaurant in Boston, which means he's going to have to be around poor people. And Adam Cole says, yes, and you're afraid to eat spicy food, so we're going to eat some spicy food together.
Max, the Chinese looked really good, just quietly.
Yeah, it did. Max is telling a story as they sit down about how, you know, he body slammed Big Bill in front of 30,000
Saskatchewan Silverdome.
He starts with saying in front of 30,000 screaming fans in the Saskatoon Silverdome. And then that was pretty funny. And then they have a couple of drinks. The waiter tells them that it's 100% alcohol. And then Max's story gets bigger and bigger. So the next time he says, yeah, I faced the Goliath Big Bill in front of 99,000 screaming fans at the Saskatoon Silverdome. I'm like, this is awesome. 99,000 people in Saskatoon would be half the fucking city, by the way. Right? It's just great. And also, it's called the Credit Union Center. But anyway.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, yeah. you know what sucks, man? I actually don't want these two to break up. Heck, I want them to win the tag championships. And you know who's going to fuck it for them in the end, really? You know who. Come on. Who do you think? I think it'll be Strong. Roderick Strong is going to be jealous. As you can see, he's getting pretty jealous. And I bet you he'll screw it up for fucking both MJF and Adam Cole from winning those tag belts, man. Which is a shame because I like seeing a white meat babyface. I know he's being fake as fuck. But I love seeing this over-the-top white meat babyface MJF because he's doing the throwback, bro. You know, he's slapping hands with the fans. I mean,
it's really funny to watch. Like it really is funny to watch him do it.
It's very well done, Chris. I'm going to say that. And you know what? It elevates fucking Adam Cole, bro. He needed a boost, and it really helps out. It really helped him out, man. More so than it helps out MJF. But I think MJF is happy to do that.
I feel like MJF is almost like I don't mind. Okay. How can I say this? I like MJF doing this. I think he's very entertaining. He's super funny. I think he can pull this kind of shit off better than basically anybody else in their company, and maybe just flatly better than anybody else in their company. But I'm not sure this is the right role for your world champion.
No, it's not.
Just not sure.
No, you're right. No. You know what? The truth of the matter is it's not the right role. But you know why they're probably doing this? Because I think they really don't know what to do next with him, dude.
Well, I think that they just knew that Adam Cole wasn't going to get over the way that they want him to.
But do you think that was the intention, though?
I think that they knew he wouldn't get over. Yep.
So do you think they did this to get Adam Cole over?
I do. Yeah, I think that's the point of this whole thing is to get Adam Cole over.
Okay, but then there's a problem with that because the fans don't want them to break up right now. I don't think they'll be as invested in a singles match right now as they would be for them being tag champs, bro.
I mean, I actually agree with what you're saying, Jimmy. And also, I think it was Excalibur tonight said that the Better Than You Bebe t-shirts are the #1 seller on AEW.com.
Wow.
So,
holy
like,
shit.
if you're the company, you're going, fuck, do we break these guys up right away?
You can't, dude. They've booked themselves in a little bit of a corner, which is fine because it's spontaneous. And, you can go and run with this for a bit, man. And I'm cool with that, dude. As much as it doesn't, even though the intentions are probably different, they've come up across something that's money right now, dude. And like you said, it's literally money. They're the #1 sellers right now in merch.
Selling t-shirts.
Shit, dude. But then again, it's TK.
What wrestling is all about.
But he doesn't want to make the money. So don't be surprised if he just goes along with what we think is going to happen.
Yeah. All right. The segment ends when Cole and Max can't decide if their waiter looks like Garcia or Guevara, which is very funny. They're like, hey, that guy over there, he looks like Daniel Garcia. And then Max is like, no, he looks like Sammy Guevara. And like, yeah, those guys are both just young Latin dudes, aren't they? Anyway, they go to double clothesline their waiter, and it ends the segment. It's pretty funny. All right,
but it gets better though later on, though, Chris, with these two.
It gets more later. I don't know if it's necessarily better.
I loved it, man. I loved it. But anyway, yeah.
Next up here, Britt Baker. She takes on Kayla Sparks, and Kayla, just give Ben Hamin his kisses already. You need to go and make up with Ben and stop all this nonsense.
I guess you just didn't have the spark, right?
I guess not. She taps out very quick to Britt Baker, and that's a thing that happened. I don't know. Where are they going with Britt? I don't understand what the point.
Her stocks have gone in 2023, bro. Straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're going. I mean, at the end of the day, maybe Chris, let's be honest here. She's dominated this whole division. She's beaten everybody. Is there really anything left for her to do in AEW, man? Maybe she should consider going up north. You know what I mean? At this point,
she's not going to, especially right now with Adam Cole being there. And I don't think Adam Cole has any kind of a future in WWE. I just don't. He is too small. Like, there are guys that are small and they can pull it off. Adam Cole is not that guy.
They booked him strong in WWE though, man. Even his shit on the main roster.
No, they booked him strong in NXT. It's not the same thing.
He was on a winning streak on the main roster at one point, man. He was beating everybody, believe it or not. And then he was never on the main roster like permanently, but when he was actually getting a few wins, dude. But anyway, the thing is about Adam Cole, Shawn Michaels and Triple H are big fans of his. Mm-hmm. So, don't ever ride that off. He did leave on good terms, man. And they didn't really want him to go, but he wanted to go and be with his Brit, who apparently he doesn't love, he cares about, though.
Whatever that means.
Isn't that weird, though, dude, that he says that?
It's definitely weird to say that about your girlfriend. Yep.
Maybe, love is not so in the air, clearly.
I guess not. I wonder if he would feel like he loved her if she went away and did oral sessions with Renee.
Do you know who Adam 22 is, by the way, Chris? No Jumper.
Yeah, you've told me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you would have been seeing it all over Hamin Media Group too. People have been posting his wife. Who's getting fucked. I don't know if you've noticed that before.
You've told me.
Right, he's a friggin' cuck and a half. But anyway. Doesn't matter now. Not cool. Not cool at all.
Nope. If it's mine, you can't touch it. That's the rules.
Can't touch this. Shout outs to MC Hammer. Or should I say Slammer?
Shout outs to the Ham Man. Ham Bones.
Hey.
Cole and MJF are backstage. Renee asks, "Are you guys surprised by the chemistry that you've been able to find?" Cole says, "No, not surprised. It's great, wonderful, fantastic." Max then says that unlike Sammy Guevara and his skank wife, they don't need a backup plan. Which,
What a
oh
cunt.
my god, I can't believe you fucking said that, Max. Wow.
That's harsh, man. Skank wife. Dude, even if it was your friend, right, that said that about your girl, right? Just tell me you wouldn't think about knocking him.
No, like there's some things that I would just say, yeah, no, that's off limits.
Like, just picture your friend. I don't care how close you are, but just out of the blue, just sit there out of nowhere and just looks at your girl, say, and goes,
and says, "You're the skank backup." No.
I'll be like, what?
I'd be like, "Bro, you need to apologize. You're about to get smacked in the face." Like,
No, but he says it like he means it too, bro, which is even worse, man.
I think he does mean it.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
That's the thing. Is like, I think MJF
Shit.
really is a fucking asshole.
He's a prick, dude, to say that shit, man. Like, I know it's pro wrestling. I know it's all fucking bullshit. But, like, come on, man. Some things you just don't need to say. You don't need to say it. But now it's so accustomed to MJF's character. Like, just saying vulgar shit like that. It's just part of him, you know what I mean? Even though he doesn't even need to do that shit to get heat. But it's funny when he does, though.
Yep, that's how it goes. Anyway, yeah, they also have matching trunks and matching jackets, so they're gonna look pretty spiffy out there tonight.
And they did. They looked very spiffy, shall we say.
I gotta get into the entrance because the entrance was really funny.
He's the
too.
best, bro. I love his reaction to this.
It was great. So anyway, Guevara and Garcia come out. Chris Jericho's music comes on. He comes out, and for the first time ever, he cuts off Judas, and he's like, "No, that's enough. No, you don't deserve it." To the crowd, and then he just goes and he does commentary for the match.
But what did the fans do? Judas in my mind.
Yeah, they just
They'll
sang
sing
it anyway. Yep, exactly. Because they've just let it go on for too long. Now everybody just likes the song. They don't care. There's no emotional attachment to it. It's just, I like the song.
He needs to change it, man, at this point. It's getting stale anyway. Bad.
Give him a fucking Beethoven song.
Oh, no, please. This is becoming a trend, Chris. A trend that I don't like. It's either it's cheap, first of all, because you don't have to pay for no rights.
Just have him come out to O Canada.
Why not? Or Jericho, maybe.
Yeah.
Instead, because that's so him. He's full of himself, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Jericho.
All right, so MJF music hits. He comes out and he stops on the ramp to wait for Cole. He does the Scott Hall thing where he points with both fingers, and then his music starts playing again. And he goes, "No." He says, he looks in the camera and he's like, "No, you guys screwed it up. You're playing my music again." But then it's a mashup. Oh, it's a mashup.
It was a good mashup, man.
He's like, it's a mashup. It's a mashup. When Cole comes out, he picks him up in a bear hug and swings him around like they're fucking, like it's his 4-year-old nephew. Oh my God, this was funny.
This was TV, bro. Straight up. This was money. Again, his reaction looks so genuine, dude. Like, he's like, oh my God, like a kid, man. It's a mashup. It's a mashup. Yeah. And you know what? I like the mashup, bro. I really do.
At this point, I literally, so at this point is where I literally have written down, I kind of wish we could get them as an actual team for a real run. Like, get the belt off. If you want to get the belt off of MJF in the next little bit here, and I'm not recommending that. I think that he needs an even longer run to cement himself as a main eventer. But once you do get the belt off of him, I would really like to see him and Cole like run it, like have this be like an entertaining part of the show for 6 months, a year.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's the team that we never thought we wanted, literally.
And these guys, to me, like these guys, I'm going to say something controversial here. The entertainment value I get with Cole and MJF is very reminiscent of the entertainment value I used to feel I got from Edge and Christian.
Oh, see, for me, it's rock and sock a little bit.
A little bit of that too. Yeah, they have a very similar energy where like one of them's kind of a goofy weirdo, and the other one's just playing the straight man, right? I definitely felt the Rock and Sock connection thing for a little bit during the Chinese restaurant thing, right?
Yeah.
Because Cole is very much just like, no, like that's not how it was. There weren't 90,000 people. It's it's not called the Silver Dome, right? Like he's but yeah, like the entertainment value that I'm getting off of these guys is very much Edge and Christian as a tag team.
See, I can see that too, man. I can see that too. But yeah, look, they're playing on a few. Obviously, right now we both see Edge, Christian, Rock and Sock. I wonder what the chat thinks. Actually, fucking, it's a throwback to all sorts of teams. They'll probably go through the whole loop. You know what I mean, of teams. Oh,
yeah. Well, here's a good comment here from Homeboy88 who says, honestly, the only thing that I would watch on pro wrestling right now is MJF and Adam Cole. That is comedy gold. And yeah, I can't argue with them. Like, I don't know. Like, you and I have definitely said that we very much like Collision, right? Like, whatever they're doing over there is
the best
solid.
show.
That is the best show in wrestling. But there's a couple other things that are really good in wrestling. Like MJF and Cole is really good right now. And obviously the A show, like the A+ show in pro wrestling right now, is whatever they're doing with the Bloodline. It doesn't matter what show that's on. That's going to be the A+ show at least until they fuck it up.
Well, I'm getting more excited. No shit. Now that you bring that up, right? It's not that I don't care about the blood. I love the Bloodline shit, right? But I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of looking forward to more MJF and Cole right now. Maybe because it's fresh and it's different. It kind of gets me a little giddy, you know what I mean? Seeing these two. Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's fresh. It's different. And yeah, man, give them a fucking run, man. Just let them go for a little run. They can still do their single shit too, right? Yep. But like, just let them have a bit of a tag team title run. That way you can get Bullet Club Gold beating them eventually instead of FTR. Then FTR can get their belts back against Jay White and Juice, say, right? If you want to do that route. But right now, I feel like they need to do this. What did Todd say?
Oh, Todd Brantley said that Hamin hated this on Light the Fuse podcast, but Todd loved it.
Really?
And hey, listen.
Interesting.
With all the things Hamin's right about, he's allowed to be wrong every once in a while. It's okay.
Lucky we started when we did, because we would have gone head to head with Light the Fuse, and that's no good.
Yeah. No, we don't even
I mean, come on. It's our boss, bro. Yalla to the almighty bin Hamin.
Shout out to Ben, we love you. But you're wrong about this segment. It was
yeah, sorry, bro. You are wrong. What did he say exactly, actually, Todd? Like, why did he hate it so much? Like, I'm just curious now.
I'd love to hear more about. Yeah, we'll have to go ahead, and if you're wondering about it, go ahead and tune into Light the Fuse. But I'm guessing that it was something to the effect of your world champion shouldn't be doing this shit. And
yeah,
I agree with that. Like,
well, we said it from the start. We said it, both of us,
at
the start of this segment. It doesn't mean it's not good shit, but it's not how you're supposed to be booking your champion. No doubt about it.
Yeah, like and you know what? MJF doesn't need the world title. Like, you could get that belt off of him, and it would be really funny.
Honestly, you forget he's champ in a way, bro.
Yeah, you kind of do. And that's a problem for me. I don't like that. But I mean, this segment was funny. The match begins with a dance-off, which.
I can see Ben hating on this too, though. I can see Ben hating on this.
I'm not gonna lie. I laughed at it, but it was like one of those. It was one of those things where you laugh at it, and then you're sort of laughing at it, and you're like, "Should I be laughing at this? Like, is this bad?"
Yeah, I know.
I'm laughing because of how bad it is.
And and deep down though, you're like, "But I really like it."
Yeah.
But I shouldn't be liking it, right? Yeah. Like, yeah, I feel you, bro. I was entertained. I'm not gonna lie. And usually, I don't like that shit. I don't like none of that singing shit, like, what him and Jericho did. But for some reason, and I'm going to say it again, it just works with Cole. This bullshit, cheesy shit. Yep. The singing, the fucking dancing.
And it works for Max. Like, because MJF is so, like, talented. Man, like, I've tried to explain to people what it is before.
That's it.
MJF is it. Like, whatever he does is good. He gets super fucking serious, and he talks about how he's gonna fucking kill somebody, and you believe it. You're like, damn. Like,
And he
MJF
calls
is
your
fucking
girl
serious.
a fucking, what do you call it? A skank.
A backup skank? That's pretty fucking bad, bro. But like,
I mean, but then he sings, bro.
yeah.
And then he looks like he's got a heart of gold, bro.
And not just sings, he sings like a fucking angel. Like, what the fuck is that? He's the devil. He sings like
yeah. It's crazy, dude. It just shows he's got so much to him, dude. As a character, he can do so much. The sky's the limit with MJF, man. It truly is. And I feel like we still haven't seen the best of him yet, dude. In pro wrestling. For real.
I agree. I feel like, people compared Ricky Starks to The Rock. I actually think MJF is the closer comparison.
He fucking, bro, you took the words out of my head. What I was gonna say, right? It's okay for The Rock to do sing along with The Rock, right? And The Rock, the Rock show with The Rock is it's a rock fucking show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
with the guitar and all that shit.
Yep.
He can do that and everybody loves it, but when MJF does it, it seems like a problem, or when anyone does it for that matter. And we're guilty of doing the same thing. We were like, what the fuck is this, right? But the truth be told, I mean, it was cool when The Rock did it. Why can't it be cool with MJF? Because the dude can sing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's a fucking great actor. I mean, I bet you he could literally hit that out of the park too, right? He can. I mean, tell me something he can't do.
I mean, dude,
Really?
he can even do a tope suicida, which, I mean, the crowd lost their fucking mind when he hit that.
He lost his mind when he did it, bro.
I kind of
know
like,
what I
he
mean?
played up the comedy a bit. There was one time where he was teasing a dive, and he just ran the ropes for like 20 seconds, and he was just like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not jumping. Fuck that.
Look
but
what
then-
Todd said, bro. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, continue. See, I told you he would have hated that shit. You know what I mean? But hey,
Again, listen.
this is the best thing about Dynamite particularly. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Yeah.
Every week right now, this is the thing that gets me excited.
Yeah, and again, I really like it. I'm not sure that the world champion needs to be involved. But
that's
the
true
crowd
too.
absolutely lost their shit when MJF finally hits a tope. Cole held the ropes open for him and everything. This was really funny. And then they win with the double clothesline.
Why a double clothesline, but it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
I don't know.
A double clothesline. They hold hands too fucking.
It's awesome.
Oh my god! Just a normal gladiator. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's a little bit homoerotic with these guys. Yeah.
you want to know something funny? Someone pointed out on Twitter. I don't know if you
Looks a
saw
little
this.
bit like Bret Hart if there was a clone of Bret Hart.
I know it can't be done with anybody else. Brett has to be with Brett doing that shit, bro.
Yeah.
If you could do a double sharpshooter and be like intertwined somehow while doing it,
Yeah.
I mean, shit. But there was something I was meant to say. Fuck, I forgot. Doesn't matter.
All right.
It'll come back to me.
All right. So Cole goes to hand Max the title. So Max turns around and he sees Cole holding the belt, and he's like, "What is that? Give me that belt. What are you doing? Why are you looking at it?" But they hug it out. So it's no big
And
deal.
the crowd were chanting, "Hug it out.
Hug it out. Hug it out.
So they
Hug it
did.
out. The crowd loves this. This is fun. And I mean,
It's
again,
fun, bro.
what are you supposed to do in professional wrestling? It's supposed to be fun, right? It's supposed to be
You
entertaining.
can have your haha, man.
You really can, and it can be well done. And I found this whole thing to be really well done.
But the ultimate problem is it's your champion doing this. That's what it really comes back to, and I can understand why people would hate that
Yes.
for that reason, though.
That's the one thing that I don't like about it is why is the world title involved in this? It doesn't need to be. And again, you could have taken the belt off of MJF. You could have had it be a situation where him and Cole become friends some other way or whatever, and they could have been off to the races like this. So following the match there, Jericho says, "Oh no, I gotta go console my guys," And then he goes out and he's like, it's okay, Garcia and Guevara, and they just blow him off. They're like,
Literally
no.
blow him off.
They
But
didn't
not blow
literally
off.
blow him
Not
off,
blow off, but
They
blew
didn't-
him off. Like,
They didn't literally blow him off. Jesus.
ta-ta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just they just kind of fucked off. And then FTR's music hits because Cole and Max, they're gonna get a shot at the tag team titles
In 2
So
weeks,
FTR
no less.
right? So FTR comes out and they have a bit of a face-to-face. It should be a really fun tag match. That's gonna
It'll be a
four
great
guys.
match, bro.
That's gonna be 4 guys who I really think can go in the ring. Again, Adam Cole's a little small for my taste, but he can
It
wrestle.
doesn't matter. He can wrestle. You know what? At this point, he's Superman with fucking MJF right now, dude.
Honestly,
They-
though, yeah.
That double clothesline, man. I mean,
One thing I wanted to point out. Tell me
What's
if you
that?
noticed this, Jimmy. Tell me if this stood out to you. They came down, they did the face to face, and it looked like what was supposed to happen was FTR powders out. That's it. But then Dax and
it got a bit
And-
serious.
and MJF, yeah, they were like circling each other
Yeah.
for like. It almost looked like it went on too long. Like it looked like maybe Dax was
And Dax
calling an
got
audible
looked like
there.
he was pissed off too, man, for some reason.
Yeah, and
Like a
I
bit-
get that there's
bit moody.
kayfabe history because FTR was part of the Pinnacle and everything, but
Yeah, and that's another thing I don't understand. There shouldn't be that animosity because, as far as I remember, they were still friends up until not that long ago.
right. And there wasn't like a big thing where like MJF fucked them over
No,
at the end of the
never,
Pinnacle. They just
never.
kind of
They were
buggered
still
off
cool.
at the end, right? Yeah.
Even though one of them was baby faces and he was a heel, they were still cool though. Which is odd. I don't know what happened there, man, but it did look sort of like something was up there. I don't know if something happened that wasn't meant to happen. But yeah, I knew exactly where you're getting at because I felt the same way. I'm not sure, man. They could have been working, but for some reason it looked like Dax, even MJF to an extent, they seemed a little more ticked off about something, a lot more serious too. Like they literally had to sort of get held back for a second. Like why wouldn't the other two, if this was kayfabe or not kayfabe, why wouldn't the other two get involved? Like, you're right, it's 2 teams, right? But if anything, it was
Right.
like they were trying to split them apart a little bit.
Right. And it looked like Cash and Cole both like, ducked out
Tripped
of the ring.
out. Yeah.
They both like left, right?
and then came back like,
And then they were both kind of looking back like, what are you guys fucking doing? And I don't know. I mean, this could have just been working. I mean, it
Maybe,
could have been.
yeah.
And if it was, hey, they did a good job because I'm wondering if it was real.
right.
But
I
even,
mean,
but
shit.
even MJF kind of had a look on his face like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it was something was off, dude, to me. But yeah, maybe they were working, and if they did, that's a great job. But come on, Jeff gets worked, all the time. If you know what I mean, we're the ones usually be like, dude, they're working. But if we're confused right now, something seemed off. But maybe we're wrong.
Yeah, it could be. Anyway, next up, we've got Chris Statlander, the Best Friends, Darby Allin, and Mick Lame. Is that right?
Who? Mick Lame?
No, Nick Payne?
Oh, Nick Wayne.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Wayne.
He
They're
looked
all
weird,
backstage
dude.
with Renee, and Darby asks
This is stupid. Actually, we should
Orange
reenact
Cassidy?
this.
for a title shot, but not for him, and not for his friend Mick Lame, but
Nope.
for AR Fox, because
Right.
one time when Darby was homeless, AR Fox let him live there.
Change his underpants. Yeah,
Or
something like
something?
that. He was like, hey, Orange, you got to give a title shot to my boy AR Fox, okay? You owe me one. And then Orange Cassidy's like, yeah, okay, for you, Darby. Cool.
All right, man.
Cool. What was that all about? That was weird, dude. And then they all did their little best friends gimmick.
Yeah, but
And-
Darby and Alan.
And-
what's the fucking
And
guy
Alan
name?
Payne,
Yeah, Alan
something like that.
Shame.
Shame name. I don't know, but he
Name?
was just staring like a weirdo, dude.
He was looking a little.
Was
Look, he had a
looking
Red
at-
Bull just before this segment.
Was he looking at Statlander or was it Orange Cassidy? I mean, was
I
it best
mean-
friends.
I mean, Statlander.
Did he want to be your best friend? Yeah, I mean,
I'll
yeah,
give it.
but
She can touch it. I
even
don't
in the
particularly want to see her wrestle, but I wouldn't mind seeing her
Well,
do some other things.
unfortunately for us, Chris, Friday night, Friday night she's wrestling for that damn TBS championship.
Right. And I mean, here's the weirdest thing about this, right? So they do all this, they've got it all set up, and okay, AR Fox is getting a title shot, right? So
Yeah,
AR
where
Fox is
though,
getting a
and
title
when?
shot. But if I'm
Yes.
just watching this for the first time, who the fuck is AR Fox? Who is this? What? Why isn't he a part of this fucking segment? Good comment.
And why is Darby? Why does Darby? That's like saying, "Hey, dude, Chris, can you do me a favor, man? Like, I don't know if I can like face this dude, but can you like go up to such and such, right, and say or like to the Common King and be like, can you tell the Common King that to give me $5?
Yeah.
Can you get it for me?
Right.
Is that cool?
I would very much hope that Todd would be like, no, I'm not like.
Why
listen.
can't he ask me?
Yeah, he'd be like,
I mean,
just tell Jimmy to fucking talk to me. What? What?
I mean, this is dumb as shit, dude. Like, who came up with this and who would have actually thought this is good? Like, where's AR though? I'd be like, if I was Orange, I'd be like, did he get his daddy to talk to for him again? Like, come on, I'll give him shit or some shit. This is just dumb. Like, and why would you give up? Why wouldn't you want that title shot?
Yeah, like I don't understand what the fucking point of that was. It's very, very strange. Funny comment here from Media M5 who says, "Ask me for 5. I'll tell you to go fuck your sister in a toy store display." That's
Fuck
certainly
me.
graphic. I used to work in a group home
So
because I was a
nice.
social worker for a number of years.
Right.
And when I used to work there, like the kids would always come up and ask me for money, right? So I would always play them
Would
this
they?
song.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, all the time. Like it was
No
never like,
shit.
can I borrow $100? But it was like, hey, you got 5 I could borrow, or like,
And
you know,
then it'll
like-
accumulate, right? Five.
right. Except that I never gave them money ever. What I would do is I would take out my phone and I would play them this song that goes, "I need $1, $1. That's
Oh,
what
no,
I
you
need.
didn't.
Hey, hey,
Baby.
yeah, great
These dollars. Damn it, I've been hearing that a lot lately because I play Fight Night, the game. And
God.
that song plays over and over. Bro, for the last 10 years. That song,
Is that
bro.
where I fucking heard it? Okay.
Yeah, dude, because I've been hearing that a lot. That's why I'm like, oh, damn it, that had to be that song.
It's a good song. Super
These
good song.
dollars is what I need.
Anyway, I'm just trying to
baby.
prove that I also have an angelic voice. No, I'm just kidding. I can't sing.
Indeed.
All right. Well, let's fucking get into it. It's the main event. It's the blood and guts
Do
match.
we have to?
Oh God, Jimmy.
I was having fun talking about fucking MJF and shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's fucking do it. A whole hour of this shit, mind you.
Oh God.
At
yeah, a
least.
whole fucking hour. I'll fucking also before we even get into it, I just want to say so. Jimmy, I know you know who John Pollock is, right? And I'm
Of
thinking that
course.
most people
I
who
love John
listen
Pollock.
to wrestling podcasts know who John Pollock is. Him and Wei Ting
Right.
have been doing
Wei Ting.
Rewind a Raw or Rewind
Yeah,
a
for
Raw,
years, bro.
Rewind a SmackDown, and Rewind
And
a
rewind
Dynamite.
away.
Rewind away. Really good shows. I really like most of like the comments that those guys have. So John, inexplicably this week after this match went, oh, AEW had 2 50-minute matches this week. Which
They
one
did.
was better? And I was like,
Oh, come on, Pollock.
I was
You
like,
should know
John.
better too, bro.
John, what?
I'm gonna listen to now the post wrestling fucking review to see what they really said about that. Just in case we take it out of context. But I loved them, dude, when there was do you remember the Law, bro?
Yeah.
Live audio wrestling?
Yeah.
And it's Canadian too, but that was big, bro. That was all over the world, all over America, like everyone. That was a great show, and that's when you had Wei Ting, John Pollock, originally, long before post wrestling, Jason Agnew, as well. And what's that Polish guy's name?
What's the referee that everybody really likes? He was on the
Which
Law
one?
quite a bit too. The Canadian.
The referee?
I remember? Yeah.
Was he Canadian? Oh, Jimmy Corderas.
Yeah, Jimmy Corderas was on there quite a bit.
Yeah. Fellow Greek, mind you. I love Jimmy,
Yeah.
man. We've spoken a lot, actually. His book is great, dude. I totally recommend it, by the way.
You've shouted that out before. So anyway, before this match begins, here's one thing that I will say, right? This is called the blood and guts match, right? Like,
yes.
it's meant to be the absolute blow off to this feud. Yes?
Yes.
Like,
and
this
you know
is
what
meant
else
to
I'm
be-
confused about? It should be a pay-per-view at this point, but anyway, continue.
Absolutely. So this is meant to be like a big deal. It's meant to be the end of the feud. It's meant to be violent and scary and devastating, and like we're supposed to
Blood
get like,
and guts.
we're supposed to get blood and guts, right?
And
so
more blood and
so
more
they
guts.
begin with a fucking close up of the ring announcer. What the fuck is his name?
Oh god, this was cringe, bro. Jason Roberts, he's talking about Justin Roberts, sorry.
Justin Roberts.
Blood
And he's like, this
and
is blood
guts."
and guts with this huge fucking smile on his face. Like he's super happy about it. This is going to be so much fun, guys. Welcome to the
Shit.
clown show. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, that's not how
Yeah.
you ring announce for this.
Yeah, Justin, please don't do that shit again, bro. Just don't do
like-
that.
Jesus Christ. Like it's good in like a lot of other situations. Sure.
Just
but
don't show your face when you're doing it.
this is meant to be the fucking blow off to like a major feud over the past several months in your company involving a number of people who this company wants us to believe are main event talents. Like, can we get a little fucking seriousness out of you? And if you don't have the range to have a bit of seriousness with your ring announcing, then
Don't do it.
get better.
Right. Yeah. That was cringe, dude. And it set the tone too. Once he did that, I was like, fuck you. You've already got me pissed off. Like, if it's going to be anything like that with the way Justin Roberts fucking kicked that shit in. Well, it kind of was, Chris.
I mean, this was just, it was so bad. The match starts off with Claudio and Kenny. Kenny's
What's up
still-
with Claudio's theme, by the way? More classic music, bro. Everybody.
Hey, you don't have to pay for it.
You don't.
Bum,
But
bum, 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 bum.
it suits him, though, in a weird sense. It's funny. I can't take it serious, though, bro. He's not English. That's an English fucking tune.
It definitely sounds, kind of British.
It is British, bro.
Anyway,
Straight up British.
well,
Not
he's part of,
German.
yes, but that's because he's part of the Blackpool
He's
Combat
Swiss.
Club.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry, sir.
Very, very
Just saying.
sorry, sir. I understand now. My mistake.
That's like an English Ray Liotta. Sorry, sir.
Ray
was
Liotta
funny.
as like the Queen would have been a really great. that would have been great.
R.I.P. to Ray Liotta, man. That's a legend.
And
fucking
the
gone,
Queen.
bro.
Everybody's dead.
I know. Fuck. It's nuts. But anyway, if only these guys all killed themselves in this match. I guess they didn't.
Yep. So here's something that I didn't even realize, but I'm going to highlight this comment because it's actually quite clever. Todd Brantley says, you have your ROH world champion in this match.
Todd,
Bring the
don't.
belt. No mention of it on commentary, and it's 2 days before an ROH pay-per-view. What
We
the actual
sort of spoke
fuck?
about this before.
Todd?
Yeah, well,
Because
the blow off.
AEW.
Yeah, and the blow off is going to be in Ring of Horror in 2 days for
Ring of
Pac
Horrors.
and Costagnoli,
Yeah.
whatever.
Cesaro.
It's Cesaro, right?
Yeah.
Costagnoli.
Castagnoli.
Spicoli Costagnoli.
Spaghetti?
We have to entertain ourselves, peeps, for fuck's sake, after talking about this. But anyway, that was funny.
Kenny starts off selling pretty good for Claudio, actually. I was kind of surprised by it, and I think it makes sense. Claudio is a big, strong man, and they made him look like he was big and strong.
Very big, very
Good
strong.
for them. Pac is out next, so we can have heels up by the numbers. That makes sense. That's sort of the traditional way to do this match. They beat up Kenny for a few minutes, and then Hangman comes out to take back over for the Elite. He comes out and he just runs wild, Jimmy. He's just
like
beating up everybody.
like a stallion.
Like a stallion. Yeah.
As good stallions do, Chris.
Yeah. Anyway, John Moxley is the next one out. He gets a huge ovation, like all of the best heels in wrestling.
Bro. He actually did. It kind of surprised me, man.
Anyway, he brings with him a screwdriver in hand because, of course, he does. He uses it a bunch. He does. Then he dumps out some glass because this wrestling match.
Fucked.
I guess wrestling match just wasn't going to be the thing for tonight, so they were just like, fuck it.
Did you say wrestling?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Oh, I think that's wishful thinking. Blood and guts, bro. I mean, yeah. I mean, this reminds me of a whole bunch of fucking preschoolers fucking... I don't know, bro. Like they're playing in a stand pit with fucking, the plastic fucking knives and forks and shit. I mean, this was, I'm telling you, they were climaxing in their pantaloons in this match, bro.
This was awful. Like, I mean, really, truly awful. And what the fuck
It gets
happened?
more awful, too.
They're supposed to have, like, clearance to use, like, weapons and dangerous stunts.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. There was a fucking bed of nails in this match.
And motherfuckers are calling women skanks.
Ugh.
So much for fucking, you have to ask for permission. That's a joke.
Anyway, Nick Jackson comes out to ruin the day.
He got no fucking, there was no response for him, the poor dude.
Yep, because
no one gave a shit.
Not important. Everybody takes a turn taking bumps on the glass, because of course they did. They're a bunch of fucking idiots going, oh, that looked cool. Let me do it now. Fuck.
That's what it literally was, Chris.
Anyway, next out, Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, man, you fucked my mood now.
He comes out before we go to break. Anyway, by the time we're back, Jimmy Yuta is already not the last member in because Matt Jackson comes out and he evens the matchup. Then there's some spots, and I'm not going to attempt to even fucking talk about most of them. It's just nonsense. It's lol Bucks do stuff. I don't know what else to fucking say about it. Take a shit.
What else
comes
can
down
they do?
with a chair.
Yeah, true.
And then the Bucks basically stand there and let him hit Hangman with it before the Bucks beat him up. So that was really cool spot where they just were like, yeah, we're just gonna stand here. And oh no, he hit Hangman. Now let's get him. Really bad acting.
Yeah.
This honestly, like at certain points in this match, do you know what it really looked like to me, Jimmy? It looked like when people are spoofing on like samurai movies or like kung fu movies, and
I'll get you.
But then like everybody one-on-one attacks the good guy, right? But it looked like the spoof version where everybody's doing it on purpose, and they're like, no, we must wait our turn to attack the hero. It was like, what the fuck is this?
we must wait our turn to attack. Oh, sorry, to save our hero. Yeah, this is fucking. This is I don't know what this is. I mean, put a jumping castle instead of double cage, and it's pretty much what we got. It was jumping castles. That's what it should have been called.
Just awful.
And utensils.
Anyway, Moxley brings out a literal bed of nails. That's not a figure.
This was weird, bro, and fucked up.
He brings out a literal bed of nails. So this isn't wrestling. It's body gore pornography at this point.
Body gore pornography.
Omega is the one who takes the spill on it, and then his back doesn't bleed. It rakes his arm on the way down, and then rakes his leg as he pushes it off of him. Both of those caused cuts because wrestling.
Yikes. Why would you? Who in their right mind? Do you think that was Moxley's fucking like gimmick? Did he make that? Well,
I guarantee you Moxley was the one who brought it up, yeah.
Why would you want to do a spot on that, dude? Like, really? Like, I've never seen that used in all the years I've been a fan for, and that's over 35 years, bro. Seriously, that I've been watching this shit. I've never seen anyone take a spot like that, dude. Not even in the hardcore backyard shit. Not even in fucking Japan FMW shit. Heck, not even ECW. I've never seen this until now.
Just bad.
Why?
Super fucking bad. Speaking of super fucking bad stuff, Kota Ibushi is the final entrant.
Oh, no. You have to say that name?
The ghost of who used to be Kota Ibushi.
Oh, my God, bro. Sad, dude.
He comes out and he lands some punches. And I mean, literally, Jimmy, these punches were like... most of his fucking movement tonight, including his punches, looked about as smooth as current era Jake Roberts. I'm barely exaggerating, Jimmy. Barely.
No, you're not. You're actually okay, maybe barely, right? But you're really not, man. This was sad to see, Chris. I'm a fan of Kota's, and I thought, is
he hungover? Is he fucking jet lagged? What the fuck was wrong with him?
First of all, man, the second he walked out, I'm like, that's not Kota Ibushi. Who the fuck is that? Right? Really? Not only did he come out to a different song that I didn't recognize, but that was a different person, dude. He looked fat. Yeah, I said it. He looked fat, right? He doesn't have the abs anymore. His face looks weird. He looks like he's been hibernating for the last fucking... his movement in the ring, the second he jumps in the ring and he's done those whacked out slow punches that usually he does so crisp. He's like, pa, 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 pa. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
This was not him. And then when he done the full mount on top of Moxley, he was punching, like you said earlier, I think on the extra when we were talking about it. He was punching like it was Dustin Rhodes.
Like
and you know what that meant? It hit
Dustin
no one.
Rhodes like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Like, bro, go back to fucking school and learn how to do this shit.
None of those punches connected.
None. And Kota looked just like that. It was, and like I said, Jimmy, I'm not going to pretend like I've watched all of fucking Kota Ibushi's matches. Okay, I'm not going to pretend like that. But I watched the entire cruiserweight tournament, and
great there.
I've watched several other matches with Kota Ibushi. I've never seen him look anywhere near this bad. This was like, what the fuck happened to him?
I'm concerned, dude. I mean, he did go off the rails a little bit. I don't know. Did you remember hearing about him saying that the Yakuza's trying to kill his mum and shit? And like, I don't know if you heard about this. Yeah. So he's lost the plot a little bit, and this is the result. I feel like, man, because I never seen him since all that shit happened, and he left New Japan. He kind of went silent, man, and he was saying some weird shit on Twitter. I don't know what to say, but I'm kind of concerned, bro.
Great. So he's Chris Benoit without the wife and kid. Cool.
You never know, bro.
Get your head checked.
He comes across, yeah, man. He comes across like he could just snap, bro. And I feel like he snapped. I mean, heck, did you see at the end of the match what he was doing? I don't know if you saw this. You know that bed of nails?
Oh, yeah, I watched I saw a replay.
Explain that to me.
After everything goes off, he just starts, for himself and just for the fuck of it, taking bumps on the bed of nails. Let's just fall down on this bed of nails, because that's funny. Haha, isn't it funny? Look at the funny thing I'm doing to completely no-sell the fucking match that we just had that's meant to be a brutal fucking definition of, like, the finish of this fucking feud. I'll just isn't it funny for me to take fucking bumps on this? What the fuck, man?
I can't dude, I'm worried, man. Straight up. I'm legitimately worried about him. He's weird. He's become really weird. He's always been weird, but he's really weird right now.
Oh, like this would be like if fucking Mark Ruffalo before or like just after the next Avenger movies drops, like literally the day it drops, for him to come out and just be like, ha, 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 I'm not really the Hulk, everybody. Like, that's stupid. Why does anybody watch this shit? It's dumb. Obviously, it's just me in front of a green screen, and then they do stuff to make me look like that. Obviously, that's just silly. Why does anyone like this shit? It's funny. It's dumb. It's fake. Like, that's what it would be like. That's the equivalent of if you had a fucking actor just come out and be like, why would you watch this movie? It's stupid.
Yeah, and I mean, Chris Williams sums it up. Kota Ibushi has been stuck in the airport eating ketchup packets. I mean, and not Heinz either. And Heinz is the shit, let's be honest. For the ketchup, that is. You know what I mean? So I don't know what he was eating. If it wasn't Heinz and it wasn't Heinz ketchup, he must have been on those magic mushrooms, bro.
Anyway, they start focusing way too much on the fucking bed of nails. Like, at one point, it was like they forgot they were supposed to have a match, and they were just like, hey, what's the next thing we're doing with this bed of nails that we have? That's fun. Isn't it fun to do stuff on the bed of nails? Ha ha ha! There was no fucking story at all. Yuta and Matt go outside to the top of the cage, and they exchange some shitty punches, and then Yuta climbs back down after their spot up there. So that was really useful. Yep.
Very useful.
Thumbtacks gets introduced, and then Nick spams the super kicks for a bit. Everybody gets super kick, super kick, super kick, etc., etc., etc. The crowd chants, "We want tables."
Yep. Tables. I mean, you already got fucking glass. You got fucking weird Kota Ibushi eating ketchup.
You got thumbtacks, a bed of nails, a fucking screwdrivers. But the crowd chants, "We want tables." Do you know what that says to me, Jimmy?
It says you've lost them already at this point. They're desensitized, bro.
Yep.
Like that at this point,
they're completely done. The crowd was cheering for the sake of violence. What they had done is they had turned a wrestling crowd into the fucking audience in the Coliseum. Show us the Christians getting eaten by the fucking lion.
And trust me when I say they're not doing that because they really want tables, yeah? They're doing that because fuck it. You might as well, for a laugh. Yeah, we want tables, we want televisions. We want freaking ketchup.
Bro,
I mean, fucking add everything.
It was, we want tables, we want tables, we want tables, right? And then they did a fucking table spot, and then immediately the crowd goes, we want fire, we want fire, we want fire.
Do you see what I mean? That's what it was, dude. It's just, let's piss on this shit. They're pissing on it, bro. It's not that it's like, why not? Let's have a laugh, right? Wouldn't you? I mean, think about it. If you're there, right? Fuck it. We want cars. I want to see motherfuckers get run over and do it for The Rock. I'm just saying.
Jimmy, do you remember?
Shout out to Rikishi.
Jimmy, do you remember when Austin and Hart were having their great match at WrestleMania 13 and the crowd started chanting
screwdrivers? Yeah, of course. They were chanting, "We want blood, we want."
Or when Hogan and Warrior were main eventing at WrestleMania, is it 6 at WrestleMania 6, and the crowd started chanting, "We want fire."
Didn't you see him burn? Actually, that was their second match.
Yeah. See,
ironically.
Really? But the crowd wasn't chanting for it. The crowd was into what was happening in the ring.
They shat on it.
Shocking because that fucking match was terrible. But
terrible.
but like guys, like if you've already introduced thumbtacks, screwdrivers, and a bed of nails, and then the crowd goes, "We want tables," that is a pretty clear indication that you've lost that fucking crowd in terms of telling any kind of story in the ring. They're just 100%. Like, just show us violence now. Fuck it.
That's it. What else can you do? If you want to have a laugh, I mean, shit, they should have chanted, "We want machetes. We want fucking AKs. We want explosions." Can we get an explosion this time and done properly, at least next time?
Garbage.
It's blood and guts. Why not boom and fucking dynamite or some shit? I don't know. Something.
Crappity
Like
crap.
blood and bullshit. They're sniffing stiff. We can do all sorts of fucking gimmicks. Why not fucking job games? You can call it job games.
Yeah, we can
Or
do that.
indie games, because that's what this shit was. You remember the game California Games?
Yep.
Well, this is independent games.
In the indie games.
I'm gonna show everybody this who's watching so that they know this is legitimately
Is
the
Ibushi
question
hungover?
I have on my phone where I'm taking my notes. Is Ibushi hungover?
I felt the same way, dude. I said, is he on heroin? That's what I said to Jeff. Looked like he was a heroin
moving
junkie.
so fucking slowly, and at one point, him and Kenny were meant to do like a combo move where they both landed stuff.
It wasn't.
And the
it
kick
wasn't
that
working.
he threw was like, I don't even know what to say about it. Like,
Nah.
I
he's
can throw a
fucked.
faster kick. Like, you can throw a faster kick. There was no speed or force to it whatsoever. It was like he just brought his leg up to touch the man in the back.
And that's the opposite of what Ibushi does, dude. That's what's weird, bro. He's really finesse. He's got all finesse with that shit, man. This was slow motion, bro. Like the punches, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to say he wasn't interested or just his heart's not. Maybe he's, look, man, maybe his heart's not really into it. I mean, he's a little disenfranchised with pro wrestling right now, dude. Maybe that has a lot to do with, sorry, I just glitched. Maybe that has a lot to do with it. But if I were Kenny, I'd be looking over for my friend, man, because I think he might be having some sort of mental issue, man. Like, and that's not a laughing matter. Like, I
Really,
just think
get his
he's
fucking
not
head
fit
checked.
up here to be doing what he's doing, man. And I'm legitly concerned because that was a quota that, I don't know, bro.
No, I agree, man. Like I said, he needs to go get his fucking brain checked out because there's something wrong with him. Anyway, there's a 5-on-1 situation somehow where Kenny's getting beaten up by the whole BCC. At one point, he moves out of the way, and then Claudio hits Pac. Pac gets mad about it, and then he fucks off. And he's like, nope, I'm out of here. I don't want to be your friends anymore. I'm leaving. Which allows the Elite to sort of take over a little bit. As they start taking over, Callis goes over to the cage. He opens it up. He tells Take a Shit to get out. So Take a Shit leaves. And then the Elite, they team up on poor little Jimmy Yuta.
As they should. Kick the fuck out of me.
Jimmy, don't you understand how choking works? Like if someone's choking you from behind and you're holding on to the ropes, that's actually what's choking you. It would be better for you to let go of the ropes and then they won't choke you anymore. That's how physics work. What the fuck was this finish?
Choke me, spank me, pull my hair, Chris.
Fuck. Just crap.
I mean, what else could you say?
So, and then they've had months and months and months of just fucking beating the fucking absolute shit out of each other forever, right? They're fucking making each other bleed, and they're injuring each other, and they're trying to fucking kill each other, and it's just all fucking kinds of, I hate you, and I'm gonna fucking get you, and I'm gonna fucking kill you. They have this match, there's a fucking bed of nails, and then after it, they're like, yeah, let's shake hands, guys.
Love's in the air. Whoa. That's it. Killed the match, killed the heat. I don't want to see these clowns again in a match. That's it. You killed everything. What? How do you kill heat? I don't care if it happened when the fucking cameras stopped rolling. Cameras were still rolling and got leaked all over the place, all right? This takes a piss on professional wrestling, dude. Straight up. And you want to say the AEW marktards claim WWE take the piss? No, I'm sorry, man. This is taking the piss. Actually, sorry, taking a piss on professional wrestling. It's plain and simple, man.
This wasn't a match, Jimmy. This was
It was a blood and guts blood feud, bro.
This was
hate.
It was a performance, I guess, but like, fuck, this was bad. This was
okay. Let's say this was a movie and it was a performance, right? Just say this would be a B grade movie still.
a fucking D grade movie.
Well,
Fuck.
yeah, and I don't mean that in score. I mean, like, literally, it wouldn't be coming out at the cinemas. Put it that way.
Yeah. And then, like, so we're told afterwards by commentary, like, literally, so the match ends, they're fading away, and commentary's like, oh, we've heard that it was John Moxley who surrendered in order to save Wheeler Yuta. And I'm like,
Oh,
why the fuck are you telling me that? Why didn't production show it to me?
because they suck. I mean, dude, they can't keep up with their own shit. Like, straight up. I don't want to bash this company, dude. I'm sick of bashing him because now I'm left confused. Every other fucking AEW show, I hate it. But I look forward to Saturdays, dude.
Yep.
I truly do. Like, I'm not lying. I fucking look forward to watching Collision, and I'm left confused again. And the show that is good, no one watches it, bro. Maybe they don't want fucking professional wrestling. Maybe they want this fucking shit.
Honestly, Jimmy, I'm going to stick with my prediction. If they stick with it on Collision, and as long as there's no major injuries to any of like the big stars, as long as CM Punk keeps working, as long as they continue to have the kinds of matches and the kinds of, segments that they're having over there, I believe they'll hit 1 million within 6 months. I do. I actually believe they can hit it within 6 months, but they have to follow through. They can't change course.
Man, I want to fucking say I agree with you. But the thing is, how the fuck is this not growing, man? They've been pulling off. I mean, seriously, you can't complain, right? Really?
Like I said, bro, the reason why Collision isn't growing is exactly what I said. Like the Bucks and Omega, well, mostly the Bucks, because it's I think Omega would be fine. I think Omega would actually play ball with Punk, to be honest with you. But the Bucks are just little bitches. I'm guessing. My guess is that one of them got the shit beat out of them by Punk, and so he's butthurt about it. So nobody's allowed to work with Punk now, who's in their circle, because he's butthurt about getting his ass kicked.
But it's holding the company back, dude. Like this, bad.
It is absolutely holding the company back,
and alienates the fan base too, bro.
Yep. Their reaction to Collision has basically told a segment of the AEW audience that they shouldn't watch Collision, so they're not. And then the rest, again, like the rest of the people who are into professional wrestling but don't like AEW, they don't give a fuck what's going on Saturday night. They hear AEW and they're like, no.
This is the most... This company is something else, bro. As a whole, they really fuck with you, man. They fuck with your head as a fan, as podcasters, as just everything, man. They take you on a ride every week like this. It's like literally like this, bro. It's worse than the fucking the submarines that went bang. They collided and motherfuckers
Bang, bang.
put in the pressure. You know what I mean? Boom.
Under pressure.
Yeah, the song Under Pressure.
Ding,
But anyway,
ding, ding, ding.
you get my drift, right? I mean, this company's going to implode like this. You can't have such a one show is just this way and the other show is that way. It's alienating the fan base, bro. That's why Collision's not getting the fan base that it should be, or the viewers. And Dynamite, people are getting, their fan base is getting used to this fucking, dumpster fucking pit fire bullshit that they're doing every Wednesday, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about it. This was everything with MJF and Cole was really good.
That's it.
And if
Really?
you didn't like that, like I really feel bad for Hamin. Like I really feel bad for
me
anybody
too,
like me
man.
who watched this and didn't like that
Fuck.
segment. Because if you didn't like those segments, this was 2 hours of fucking torture.
Straight up, yeah. And you know what? That Cole shit saves them from me giving another F. And we've been giving Fs, bro, for Dynamite, left and right, man. You know, like the Meltzer 6-7 star bullshit. We're throwing F's like it's 6-7 stars right now.
I wonder how many fucking stars he gave that fucking this blood and guts match. I really do, because the guy is just so clearly giving fucking marks to his friends, like at this point, that it's embarrassing. Like, as somebody who like really actually cares about professional wrestling, everything Meltzer does is fucking embarrassing. Anyway, we will continue to not be embarrassing, and we will go ahead and give this show our letter grades. Jimmy, what do you got for
me
tonight?
first? Damn. All right, let me see. The Cole and fucking MJF thing is the only thing that really stands out in my head for some reason, right? Surely there must have been something else that was half decent on this show. Was there?
No, I mean
there really wasn't.
No, so it was a squash match between Britt Baker and Kayla Sparks.
Nothing. Oh yeah, and Jungle Boy and
then Jungle Boy and Hook.
Shit. All right, fuck it. D+.
Yeah, that's what it's getting from me. It's a D+, and the only reason why it's not more, and I mean the only thing keeping this from being like an F-, like you're just expelled from school, you did so fucking poorly, is the MJF and Cole stuff, which I thought was really good and I really found entertaining. But everything else on here was either kind of crappy, like I walked away from it going, that was shit, or like I'm offended that I had to watch it and that people called it wrestling, which is what the main event was. By the way, the main event of a 2-hour show that was absolute fucking crap was almost an hour long. So if you fill almost an hour of your 2-hour show with something that I think is just absolute fucking dregs, I'm not giving you a good grade. The only thing keeping this show from being get the fuck out of here, yeeted off the goddamn cliff, is MJF and Cole. So
yeah, I'm sorry, but it's true. That's it. That's literally the only thing. Everything was straight hot garbage, man. And I get it. They didn't have to book such a strong card because that, you know, blood and guts is the sell, right? Problem is, who are you selling to?
Exactly. And
just
like
saying.
I said, they had 2 different matches this week that were 50+ minutes long. One of them was match of the year contender. One of them was just pure self-indulgence nonsense so that the EVPs could get a big win. That's it. That's all it was. Don't fucking tell me it was anything else. That's what this was about.
Well, speaking of the EVPs, actually, Chris, did you also apparently the speech after the show? Kenny said something interesting. He said that I'm going wherever these guys are going in when he was meeting to the Bucks. So it seems like they haven't signed up anything, and basically he's being real loyal to the Super Kick Partiki guys about where they're going to go. If they end up in WWE, basically he'll go to WWE. If they stay in AEW, he's staying too.
They're staying in AEW because WWE will absolutely, under no circumstances, allow them to have the kinds of matches that they fucking have.
They do want Kenny. They are interested in Kenny.
They'd be interested in Kenny. They might even be interested in the Bucks, but there is no fucking way that you're having that get your shit in match in a WWE environment. You will tell a fucking cohesive story, and you will do the shit that you're supposed to do. If you're the third match on the fucking card, you don't get to break the fucking tables and bring out the fucking bed of nails. You don't do that here because WWE is still a professional wrestling company. And I fucking hate the WWE.
Exactly.
And I fucking hate that what's going on in AEW is making me so fucking so wanting to defend the WWE.
Yeah, that's what this company does, bro.
I just want to take a fucking sledgehammer to. Why? Why do you do this to me, Bucks?
Do you see? It's true. Now you get it, man, with that, because that's what it does, dude. You end up defending WWE, and then you start thinking to yourself, fuck, am I a WWE shield? Like, you know what I mean? But it's true. That's what it does, dude. It really does. And then you want to, defend WWE in every turn just to piss on AEW. You know what I mean? But the truth is, we don't want that. You know what I mean?
No.
We want wrestling as a whole to be great. But
I honestly hope that Kenny and the Bucks go to WWE because I really legitimately feel like them not being in AEW would be better for the product.
It'll benefit them, I think, because WWE will tell them to tone the fuck down.
Yeah, and then maybe they'll make some money in professional wrestling that isn't just, hey,
killing yourself.
Hey, you know what? We're Christian as fuck, but we've definitely bamboozled this billionaire's son. That's how we're making our money, guys. They might actually make some money for a company and actually figure out, doing super kick parties, you know, especially when you weigh 160 pounds and your opponents are 250 pound plus, doesn't make sense and we shouldn't do it.
To be fair, Chris, can you imagine a match between the Bucks and the Usos? Can you imagine how many super kicks will be in that party?
It would just be spam. Because
the Usos are kind of guilty of spamming the super kicks too, bro.
Oh yeah.
No one wants to call them out on that though. Have you noticed that? But they're just as bad when it comes to super kicks. I'm telling you,
they do really it too much. Here's the difference: the Usos are both about 250 pounds.
But yes, there's the butt, and they would look big compared to the fucking Bucks. Let's be real.
Yeah, the Bucks are a cruiserweight tag team. That's what they are.
Former junior world heavyweight tag team champions, bro.
They're a cruiserweight tag team. Honestly, they should be. They should. If WCW was still going, they would be competing against Evan Courageous in the opening match.
3 count.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Anyway, that's it for the show. Jimmy, tell the people where they can find you.
It's getting hard. Hopefully Wednesdays somehow change, but you can find me on Twitter at DJ Massifix, and you can find us at the PWC Network. Please like and subscribe right here on channelattitude.com and the PWC Network.com and Hamin Media Group.podbean.com for all our shows. And that's a wrap, man. See, these shows daze me that much. I haven't fucked up my plugs at the end, but it's okay. You know where to find me at this point.
I'm with you. I'm right here on the PWC Network. Right here for the Wednesday night skirmish. I also sort of join in whenever the fuck I want on stuff. You can also find me on the Hamin Media Group and channelattitude.com, where I do, first of all, mainly the big show for me, at least anyway, is the Wreckage, where we sift through the collision the next day. So
through the collision now.
Sift through the wreckage of collision. Something like that. We sift through the wreckage after collision.
And you know what's weird, Chris? There's not that much to sift through compared to Dynamite. That's a real fucking wreckage.
Yeah, this is like
just
nonsense.
Saying.
But you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Chris Ambs1. I've been Chris Ambs. That's been Jimmy T. You've been a great audience. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Everybody, you've been great. We love you. Have a good day, and we'll see you real soon. Olay.
Olay, and happy birthday, Chris Whelan, once again, bro. Peace.
Coming out the scope, brown paper backed up, St. I sipping like I said in the beginning. I'm a killer on a mission, better back the fuck up, cause shit's about to get real. Call up on the fucking devil, so him and I cut a deal. Searching for another meal, can give a fuck how you feel. Bitch, you fucking with the wrong when I'm about to make it swill.
Yeah. How good at 90s on the board.
That nigga with the heat that'll bury us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Get your boogie on. 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 You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Get your boogie on. 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 You got knocked the fuck out, man.
The PWC Network. What the world is watching and listening to.